Hello everyone, I am Suvarna Gaikwad. I welcome you all in the TY BSc paper 3rd, that is Genetics and Evolution. So today we are going to start new topic, that is crossing over. Okay, so let's start. So in today's session we are going to discuss the definition of crossing over, characteristics and mechanism of crossing over, then the types and factors affecting crossing over, the significance of crossing over, and finally the difference between linkage and crossing over. So let's start. So as we have seen in previous session about linkage, so linkage, it is a phenomenon in which the genes present on same chromosomes that tend to be inherited together if they are closely located with each other. Okay, so this phenomenon is called as linkage, and all these genes are called as linked genes. Now these linked genes, they form a group which is called as linkage group. Okay, so the question may arise, what is the mechanism that can cause a gene to move from one linkage group to another linkage group? Okay, so the answer is crossing over. Crossing over, it is a phenomenon which breaks the linkage. Okay, so let's study its definition. So crossing over, it is a exchange of chromosomal segments between non-sister chromatids of a homologous pair of chromosomes. So these are the two homologous chromosomes, and this part is called as chiasma, which is an X-shaped structure, and in that portion there is an exchange of chromosomal segments between these two chromosomes, okay, or the chromosomal parts, and this phenomenon is called as crossing over. Okay, so let's study the characteristics of crossing over. So crossing over, first of all, discovered by scientist T.H. Morgan. Basically, it occurs during the cell division, which is meiosis. Okay, and it occurs only between non-sister chromatids. It is the one of the important characteristic of crossing over. Then the chromatins, which results from exchange of chromosomal parts, are called as crossovers. Okay, and there is no crossing over occurs in male Drosophila also and in female silkworm also. There are certain external agents such as chemicals, radiations, which have profound effect on crossing over. Okay, and the frequency of crossing over is related to the physical distance between the genes present on chromosome. This is also one of the important characteristic of crossing over. Then the crossing over serves as a tool in constructing genetic map of a chromosome. Okay, so by crossing over we can construct a genetic map, and the main feature is the crossing over is responsible for recombinations between linked genes, because these recombinations produces variations, and variations are the basis of evolutions. So crossing over is of great significance. So these are certain characteristics of crossing over. So let's study the mechanism of crossing over. So the crossing over, it may be of mitotic or meiotic, but the meiotic crossing over is of great significance. So in this session, we are particularly studying the mechanism of meiotic crossing over. So basically, meiotic crossing over includes 4 steps such as first is the synapsis, second is duplication of chromosomes, third is the crossing over by breakage and union, and last step is terminalization. So, in this way, meiotic crossing over includes these 4 steps. Let's study one by one. So, this is the mechanism of crossing over, which includes the first step is synapsis. So, friends, the word synapsis means the intimate pairing between 2 chromosomes. Okay? So, this synapsis, it occurs during the prophase first of meiosis first. Okay? And it particularly occurs in the zygote phase of prophase first. Okay? So, in the synapsis phase, the 2 homologous chromosomes, they move towards each other and they lie side by side. In this way, there is a pairing between these 2 chromosomes, so it is called as synapsis. The second phase is duplication of chromosomes. So, synapsis is followed by duplication of chromosomes. In synaptic phase, the 2 homologous chromosomes, they are in bivalent form. Okay. So, in duplication of chromosome, these bivalent chromosomes, their centromere, their chromatids, they split longitudinally, and the bivalent chromosomes, they get converted into this type of tetrad form. Okay. And it takes place in the zygote stage of prophase first of meiosis first. Okay. So, in this way, there is a duplication of chromosomes in which bivalent form of chromosomes are converted to the tetrad form. Okay. The next phase is crossing over by breakage and exchange. So, in this phase, the crossing over takes place. It is basically takes place in the Pachytene phase. Okay. And in this occurs only in tetrad form. So, in this, first there is this type of the 2 homologous chromosomes. They are connected with each other at a point, and that point is called as chiasma. Okay. So, there is a X-shaped structure, and in this point, okay, in this particular point, there is a breakage and union. So, first of all, there is a breakage in that point. So, after breakage is done by enzyme called as endonuclease. After that, these 2 homologous chromosomes, they exchange each other's parts, and after that, there is a reunion. This is the reunion. Okay, and this reunion can be takes place by the enzyme ligase. Okay, so it is also called as ligation. So in this way, in the crossing over phase, there is a breakage and reunion. So these phase in this figure, this is a breakage and crossing over takes place, and in the third figure, there is a reunion, that is exchange get completed. So the main characteristic of crossing over is there is a formation of this X-shaped structure. This is called as chiasma formation. Okay. So in this way, in the third step, that is crossing over, breakage and reunion takes place. After that, the fourth phase is the last phase of crossing over, that is the terminalization. This terminalization process, it occurs in diplotin and dikinesis phase of prophase first of meiosis first. So in this phase, basically the separation of these exchanged chromosomes takes place, and after complete separation of these two homologous chromosomes, there is a complete terminalization. Okay, so this is the basic mechanism of crossing over, which includes synapsis, means pairing, then the duplication of chromosomes, in which bivalents get converted to tetrad form. Third phase is the crossing over, okay, which includes breakage and union, and the last phase is terminalization, which includes separation of these exchanged chromosomes. Okay, in this way, this is the mechanism of crossing over. The next part is types of crossing over. Okay, so depending upon what type of cell includes crossing over, so there are two types of crossing over. Basically, first is the somatic crossing over, and second is the germinal crossing over. Let's study one by one. As the name suggests, somatic crossing over, when the crossing over takes place in the somatic cells, that means the body cells of an organism, it is called as somatic crossing over. Okay, it is also called as mitotic crossing over, but it is of rare occurrence and it has no genetical significance. So these type of mitotic crossing over present in Drosophila and a fungus called Aspergillus. The second type of crossing over is germinal crossing over. So these type of crossing over occurs in germinal cells or the reproductive cells, and it basically occurs during gametogenesis, that is formation of gametes. Okay, as the gametogenesis includes meiotic cell division, so it is also called as meiotic crossing over. Okay, so meiotic crossing over, it is universal in occurrence and it is of great genetic significance. So in this way, these are the two types of crossing over based on type of cell. The next classification or the type of crossing over depends on number of chiasma. So as we know that chiasma, it is an X-shaped structure which is the important point during which crossing over takes place or on which crossing over takes place. So on the basis of that chiasma formation, there are three types of crossing over. First is the single crossing over, second is the double crossing over, and third is the multiple crossing over. Let's study one by one. So first is the single crossing over. So it is a type of crossing over in which there is only one chiasma or crossing over at one point. That means whenever there is only one chiasma formation, that is called as single crossing over. So in this figure, this is a single crossing over, and the gametes which are produced by this type of crossing over are called as single crossover gametes. Okay, so this is single crossing over. Second is the double crossing over. Sometimes crossing over occurs at 2 points. So in this figure, this is the first chiasma formation and this is the second chiasma formation. So in this way, whenever there is a 2 chiasma formation, it is called as double crossing over, and the gametes produced by such type of crossing over are called as double crossovers. But as compared to single crossing over, this double crossing over occurs seldom. Okay, so this is double crossing over. Next is the multiple crossing over. Multiple means many. So when crossing over occurs at 3 4 or more points in the same chromosome pair, it is called as multiple crossing over. Okay, whenever there are 3 points, called as triple, whenever there are 4, called as quadruple, and whenever there are many points, it is called as multiple crossing over. So this is the figure for multiple crossing over. Okay, so these are the 3 basic types of crossing over on the basis of chiasma formation. Okay. Next we will see the factors affecting crossing over. So there are various factors which affect crossing over, such as distance, temperature, X-rays, age, chemicals and sex. So the first factor is distance. See, the frequency of crossing over increases if the physical distance between two genes also increases. Okay, so frequency of crossing over increases with increase in distance between genes. So it is a directly proportional. Temperature, high and low temperature increases frequency of crossing over. Third factor is X-ray. So there are certain radiations such as X-ray and other radiations. So these radiations increase frequency of crossing over. Next factor is age factor. Increase in age decreases degree of crossing over. So it is a indirect proportion. Next factor is chemicals. So certain chemicals which act as mutagens, they also affect the frequency of crossing over. Okay, and the last factor is of sex. So crossing over in Drosophila males is negligible. So it is more common in females. So these are certain factors affecting crossing over. So we are moving towards the significance of crossing over. So crossing over increases the frequency of variations, and variations are the basis of reproduction. It also brings about new combinations of genes. As there is no linkage, so there is a production of new combinations. Okay. Again, one of the important significance is crossing over provides a direct evidence of linear arrangement of genes. Okay. And it is also useful for construction of chromosomal map and also important for tracing linkage group. Okay, and also this crossing over is of great significance in plant breeding. Finally, we are moving towards the difference between crossing over and linkage. So the important difference between crossing over and linkage is crossing over results into separation of linked genes, whereas linkage keeps the genes together. Okay. The second difference is crossing over involves exchange of segments between non-sister chromatids. Okay. And the linkage involves individual chromosome. So this is also a basic difference. The third difference is frequency of crossing over can never exceed 50%. Always keep in mind that frequency of crossing over never exceed 50%, whereas number of linkage groups can never be more than haploid chromosome number. As we know that number of linkage groups are similar to number of haploid chromosome number. Okay? And the crossing over increases variability by forming new combinations, whereas linkage reduces variability in the organisms. So these are certain differences between crossing over and linkage. So friends, these are certain references for this topic, And so we will stop here. This is all about linkage and crossing over, as we have seen in previous session about linkage, and this is all about the crossing over. So we will stop here and meet in the next session with the 2-point test cross and 3-point test cross. So thank you very much.